Welcome race fans and welcome to United Dirt Sim Series known as UDSS. And we're streaming live here with our counterpart Pushing the Cushion Productions. My name is Billy Idle and I'll be your announcer for tonight's racing action. We're here tonight with the 305's Open Setup Gold Series. What this actually is we've been telling to all you race fans all year, it's for drivers that have over a 2,000 I rating. We don't care about the alphabets in their letters. We just care if they have an over 2,000 I rating. Well, as of last week, they decided that the turnout was not the greatest in our 305 because they're more of the experienced fast guys, is that they wanted to run 360s and 410s. So last week we opened it up to anybody that wants to come and race in the 305s. So last week was exciting. I think we had an average of maybe 16 to 18 cars before we opened it up, and last week we had I think 54. So it's awesome. Tonight we already have 21 drivers have hit the track here at Fairbury. So it's going to be a tight full ring fight to the finish. Last night we had the 410s. Tyler Schell was up on the leaderboard, came from the back of the pack. Usually, it's like he said in an interview, he loves running the bottom. He didn't run the bottom, he ran the top. He's ran the top for the last 3 races, and he's pretty much been dominating fashion, winning in the 410 Jessup Logistics Series. So it's always nice to have the pros come out. It's going to be another great night of racing. There's going to be some fast cats tonight, but I think there's going to be plenty of yellows, crashes, and this little mixer bowl in the 305 series because it's just a fast track and it dries out. What I don't think it's going to do tonight, unless they get about 10 more cars, it's not going to dry out as quick as the 410s. The 410s have got so much horsepower that they just dry this little bull ring out so quick that it makes it slick as ice, and it makes it really hard to pass. It's really hard to get your jump starts because the track is totally slickened up. Coming up later, the tracks, right now the cars have hit the track. They got 5 minutes and 44 seconds left of practice. We'll get into our national anthem. We're gonna, later on, we're gonna talk about the top 10 in points. We're gonna try to get some driver interviews, where they won at. We're gonna try to talk to and about as much drivers as we can for you race fans to maybe get an interview with one of your favorite drivers or see how your driver is doing in the front of the pack or the middle of the pack or the back of the pack. I like sharing the love. So right now the drivers are on the track. There's actually 31, I believe, that hit the track just now. Actually, 23 has actually hit the track right now. And they're just getting their cars tuned up. It's an open setup. So these guys are dialing their shocks and their springs and their bars in. So it's really exciting, this little 305s. There's not a lot of horsepower. They're going to be able to run the bottom. They're going to be able, you're going to see some sliders. You're not going to see a ton of sliders, but you're going to see some sliders. The sliders here are a little different than they are at USA International, even though that's a long paper clip, or Knoxville, where you can slide and get right into that corner, and you can see your the driver that you're trying to pass. You can get a glimpse out of his right eye. The sail panel's down. You can't see through it, but you can see the driver that you're going to do a slide job on about halfway on out. Here, you do a slide job, you actually lose all visibility of the car that you're going to slide because it's so tight and it's so narrow. They literally almost back this car in, the tail section of the sprint car, and you lose sight. So you're really praying that you really have enough speed and you had enough momentum to slow that car down. Remember, it's the driver's responsibility behind him to get off the gas, but it's the driver that's doing the slide job's responsibility not to slide into him. So it can get chaotic when they do a slide job, but again, you better do it right, or you're going to end up right into the side of somebody and probably take them out, probably take more cars out because of this track is just being kind of, a lot of guys say it's a little bit wider than normal. The corners are, but the straightaways are still not that wide. So it's a hit and take depending on who you talk to. But let me see if I can get someone out here right now on an interview. Let me talk to Dustin Shreves. Let me see if I can get someone in here. Hey Dustin, this is Billy Idle up in the tower. Do you have your Discord on?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's your car working right now? I know that the 410s ran here last night. The 305s don't have as much power, but how's your car getting around the track tonight?
I was going to run a little bit better than last night. Last night I was running a Knoxville setup, so it didn't do too great last night.
Well, you know, you're right now your best time is a 12:06.3. I know Detweiler has put out an 11:6, but are you still tuning your car, or are you just trying to get some laps in right now?
I'm tuning it and getting laps in. I came in a little late when the track was a little slick.
Oh, so you had to now. So you got the slick part. So your times are not going to show. I know a lot of guys get in here as soon as the track's wet. They throw a good time in, and then they bounce out for a little bit. So, have you tried the bottom at all, or are you still working the top?
Um, Working on a slider line now.
Awesome. We were just talking about that. Where have you been working on it at? Have you been working on 3 and 4, or 1 and 2, or both places?
3 and 4 so far.
Yeah, that's going to be probably about the best one to get. When you throw that slider, you pretty much lose perspective of the car on the outside because you have to throw it in backwards almost, huh?
Well, I'm running an Oculus, so I can look over and see that car over there. I got that good view over there, so I don't lose too much there.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I won't keep you. I know you got to dial your car, and you still got about another 2 minutes left. Thank you for taking the time and doing an interview. Good luck tonight, and I hope to interview you on the podium.
All right, thank you.
See you, buddy. That was Dustin Shreves, guys. He's one of our, I say competitors when I race, but him and his brother Randy, they race with UDSS a lot, so we always like to thank them for coming out. So let's get into the national anthem, and then we'll get into more talk about the racetrack, about the drivers, about the wins, and we'll get into the national anthem. So all you Americans, if you like to stand or take off your ad at home, make sure you get your drinks, your soda, your popcorn, because we're going to have a hell of a show tonight, because there's going to be some yellows, and there's going to be some big crashes, because these guys are going to be flying around this little quarter-mile clay. Well, welcome back, race fans. My name is Billy Idle, and I'll be your announcer for tonight's racing action here at Fairbury Speedway. Tonight, we got the 305 Golds, race number 9. As of right now, the drivers are out there in qualifying mode. They're hitting the track, and we're going to get into the final qualifying. The race will be starting in about 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So get your drinks. Put your seatbelts on if you're in a chair. Buckle up, because tonight is going to be fabulous racing. Exciting racing, and there's going to be some crashes that you haven't seen before just because of this little mixer bowl. It's tight and it's quick. Right now in the 305 Golds, we have our top 10 in points, and the leader after 8 races, and there's 2 races left. After tonight, there's going to be 1 race left. It's the buckshot himself, Billy Brickley, with 613 points. Darren Detweiler in the second position of points with 542. Randy Shreves in the third spot with 541. So that's pretty close between Detweiler and Shreves, only by 1 point. Then you have a number 4 spot, Jake Greenwood in the 4th, Brian Kozak in the 5th, Alex Hanna in the 6th, Dustin Shreves, which we interviewed, in the 7th spot, Hunter Crum 8, Hayden Spike Harvey 9, and Caleb Harmon in the 10th spot. Let's go and put our qualifying board right now. They're not finished. Still 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. But right now on the leaderboard, you got the buckshot himself, Billy Brickley with 11.619. Jake Greenwood in second with 11.677. Clint Stone with 11.694. Caleb Harmon with 11.715. And Justin Brister, your top 5, with 11.738. So right now it looks like we have 23, 24 drivers. We're still waiting for 4 more cars to hit the track to finish their qualifying. We'll go into heat number 1. The heat race is as follows. Remember, top 4 go to the final. All starts are on the flagman, which we have a guest flagman today, and it's Charlie Sheen. That's good. Charlie Sheen is going to be our flagman tonight. I just got a piece of paper sent to me. And Charlie Sheen's, well, I hope he doesn't fall off the flag stand. I hope he's in his AA meetings. I hope he's been going to them, because we can't afford to be sued. So hopefully they lock him down up on the flag stand, so when he throws the flag, he doesn't fall off and get run over by a car. So we'll keep our eye on him for a little bit and see if we can catch any camera shots of him falling down, because he probably will. So right now, 112 left. Still, the top of the leaderboard is still the buckshot with 11.619, and you got about 3-4 tenths separating the top 19 drivers. That's a little bit wider spread than I was thinking. We had 410s last night, and I think we had 17 drivers within 2.5 tenths. The 410s last night was won by Tyler Schell. Mason Hannigan got the second spot. What a great race. It was really a dust bowl, just like the real sprint cars. If you've ever been out here to Placerville or Chico, when it gets dusty, it's hard to see, and you'll probably see that tonight in the 305s for you race fans. So what we see is what the drivers see. So it can get really dusty, and visibility is going to be tough for them to see sometimes. But like I said, the 305s don't have the horsepower. They're not going to go ahead and get too dusty, but they are going to get dusty. So the buckshot's going to hold on for 11.619. So he's going to win that top qualifying spot. Let's thank our sponsors real quick. We'll do it a couple times a night. We'd like to thank Design Metal Art, Jessup Logistics, Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, Pushin' the Cushion Productions, Speed World Hobby, and Dave Ward and Works Graphics. Does a lot of painting for a lot of these sprint cars out here, so you'll see a lot of them. I'd like to give a big shout out to my wife Tracy that's watching the stream tonight. Bobby Flack, which is a good friend of mine back east, he's watching. I don't know if Scott or Otto Rosa will be watching, but these guys are all our locals trying to support our streaming, so thank you for watching. And we're going to be going racing right now with 129 to go. We're going to be starting right now in our front row. We're going to put our cameras on him, and we're going to go up the grid. Row number 1. In the number 1 spot in the 04, Dustin Shreves. In the second spot in the 06, it is Rylan Gray. In the second row inside, number 11, Caleb Harmon. In the second row on the outside in the 4th spot, the double-aught Billy the Buckshot Brickley. In the third row inside in the 5th spot, number 15, Hayden Harvey. Third row outside, number 56, in the 6th spot, Randy Shreves. In the 4th row inside in the 7th spot, Chance Crum, number 83. In the 8th spot, number 25, Daniel Vaught. 5th row inside in the 9th spot, number 4, Andrew Holmes. In the 10th spot, number 6, Darren Kaufman. and sitting all by himself in the back, gets to pick and choose a lane and gets to watch the traffic, number 77, Dustin Sargent, all the way from Cleveland, Minnesota. Pace truck off the track. Drivers are going to come down out of turn 4. Pace truck's in the infield. Remember, it's all on Charlie Sheen to throw the flag. Dustin Shreve's coming down. Shreve gets a good jump on Ryland Gray. Gray goes back to the inside, does a crossover, drops a couple spots. The buckshot, Billy Brickley in the second, running a high shot. Gray now working on the bottom. That's definitely going to put him back to 4 spot. Started on the outside front row. Shreve's high, Buckshot high, Harmon high, and Harvey high. The rest of the field is high. Shreve has gone to the bottom, kind of backed him up one position. Top 4 go to the final. The Buckshot does a crossover, trying to get up there, puts it right in front of Shreve, touches him. Shreve takes it back. Buckshot goes to second. Dustin now has about a 2-3 car length lead on the back straightaway, coming up high, coming down the front stretch. Shreve's now got a 0.3 on Buckshot Brickley. Harmon's Caleb in the 3rd spot. Number 11, Haven Harvey in the 4th spot. Let's put our cameras real quick on the 3rd and 4th spot. I don't want to leave these two because I have a feeling the Buckshot's going to do a slider. There it goes. He's going to slide it up. He's going to stick it on the bottom. He's not going to push Shreves up to the hop too hard. Not just yet. It's not the final. They got to make the transfer to make the main. 5 laps to go. Let's go back to Harmon and Harvey. Right there's Harmon in number 11. Harvey in the 15. Very comfortable in the 4th spot. We're going to go back to Shreves now and Billy the Buckshot. That is for position for the front row. Inside, outside. What's it going to be? First row, second row. The Buckshot now is sitting in the second row. Shreves is going to be in the front row, number 04. Here they come 3 laps down the back straightaway, down to that pit gate opening that you don't want to hit. And now we got a battle for the 3rd and 4th, and we got a crash. And that's Caleb Harmon right there. Your 3rd place car got loose, hit the wall. That's going to move Ryland Gray back to the 4th spot in the 06, the blue and white car. Dustin Shreves with 2 laps to go. The Buckshot is still trying to get underneath him. Coming up high, off turn 4, going to do another slider. I think this one is going to work unless he does a crossover. Shreves does a crossover. The Buckshot goes to the wall, and Shreves takes it back with the checkered flag. What a run after the first heat race. It's going to be the running order. Shreves, Brickley, Harvey, and Gray. Holmes, Vaught, Harmon, and Coffin, Shreves, Crum, and Sargent will go to the B main event. Well, this is getting exciting. Captain Morgan on ice right now. Last night, the 410s didn't give me a chance to drink it. It got watered down. I drank it anyway. But we're going to go to heat race number 2 with Wyatt Brown on the pole. Heat race number 2, top 4 go to the transfer. Front row inside, number 19, Wyatt Brown. Second row outside, William Syme, number 304. In the second row inside, number 99, Justin Brister. On the outside of number 2 in the 4th spot, number 43, Jake Greenwood. Third row inside, number 24, Brian Kozak. 6th spot in the 3rd row outside, 922, Brandon Kerstetter. 4th row inside, Tyler Matheny, number 222. 8th spot outside row 4, 67, Miles Jansen. 5th row, Timothy Brantley, number 9. Position in the 02. In the 10th spot, number 911, Jason Kratke. And in the 6th row, we have nobody. Race fans, I got to jam through this. Wait till we get 24 cars. This is a small quarter-mile track. We have no time to really announce them. With iRacing, only gives us about a minute to do it. So sometimes I got to back off the excitement in me. But here we go racing. Charlie Sheen throws the green flag. And we're going racing with Wyatt Brown on top. William Syme in the 2nd spot, followed closely by Brister and Greenwood. So Wyatt Brown takes a commanding. We got a crash right now. That looks like it could be Greenwood and Brister. Let's see. No yellow flags. They don't throw yellow flags unless it's on the first lap. But Brown is checking out. We're going to let all you race fans who like Wyatt Brown, who fans of Race Brown, his family members, we're going to put the camera on him for another lap. Then we're going to go back in the back, and we're going to check out Brister, Greenwood, and Matheny. So now he's got a comfortable lead. We're going to leave him. Going to go get the 2nd spot and 3rd spot. That's Brister and Greenwood. Greenwood's all over the back bumper of Brister, coming off turn number 4. Someone scrapes the wall, gets a little bit of bumper in it. You saw some sparks from the rear tail section. So Brister in the second spot, Greenwood in the third, Matheny in the fourth. Let's check out Matheny. It's starting to get dusty. Like I told you, race fan, it's going to start getting ugly, and it's going to start loosening up. The track's going to get looser, but these guys are going to stay on top of the cushion. And you see sparks going down there with Miles Jansen. Jansen's throwing sparks left and right. It looks like a netcode error, but 4 laps to go. It's Brown, Brister, Greenwood, and Matheny. Matheny in that orange and white number 27, number 22. 67 right behind Miles Jansen. Jansen's playing peekaboo. Right now he's stuck in his front seat. We have a crash between Matheny and Greenwood, I think. But we're going to stay green. Yes, it was. It was the second and third place. Oh, we got a crash again with 2 laps to go. And that's going to be Jansen, Kerstetter, and Brister. They're battling out. Nobody wants to take over the third spot. So right now, Greenwood's sitting all by himself in the second. Brown is up alone by himself, just riding the high line, comfortable. The final checkered flag coming down. Checkered flag. Your top 4 will go to the final. It's going to be Brown, Greenwood, Jansen, and Kerstetter. Wow, this is getting more exciting. The track is starting to dust up. A lot of you race fans, you see that dust. That's what the drivers see. So it's going to get a little bit more... visibility is going to dim in a little bit, and they're going to not see so straight, especially when they get on the rear tail section of these drivers, get up against the cushion. And we're getting about 12 inches from the cushion, so all you guys take a ruler out, measure 12 inches. That's what 12 inches is like. Measure it correctly. That's about as far down as they're going to go, because there's going to be no room for error on the cushion tonight. You're going to see a lot of cars hit the wall. So right now, heat race number 3, we already have 8 cars in the final. This is 10 laps. Starting in row number 1, in the number 1 spot, Robert Mancini, number 76. Outside of row number 1, Cody Kemhig, number 27. In the second row, inside number 3, Darren Detweiler. In the 4th spot, outside of row number 2, Clint Stone, number 88. Third row, inside in the 5th position, Ethan Bill, number 14. In the 6th starting spot, outside of row number 3, Adam Ross, number 29. 4th row inside, number 97, Alex the Banana Hanna. In the 8th spot, 199, Aaron Gerwitz. In the 5th row inside, Brian McDonald, number 35. And in the 10th spot, James Thompson in number 90. And that is your top 5 rows. We're going racing with Robert Mancini on the pole, going to bring him down. Pace truck is still out there. The race car is going to have to get up there a little bit. Mancini is that pink and black roof ring. The red and yellow numbers are Darren Detweiler with the pink hologram on the wing. You got Darren Detweiler in the number 3 with the red and black. And Clint Stone in the green and black. Those are your top 4 cars. We like to tell the colors because the numbers aren't always correct on the cars, but Mancini's bringing them down. Pace truck goes off. Third heat, top 4 to the final. They're in turn 3. Charlie Sheen has got the flag hidden. He's talking to someone, a young lady. Stop talking. Get the flag out. There he goes. He throws the flag. Mancini gets a good little jump. Cody Kemrick is up on top. Detweiler, Darren in the 3rd spot. Clint Stone in the 4th. One lap in the books. It's Mancini, Detweiler, Stone. And Kymig now in the 3rd spot. Hanna in the 4th, number 97. Mancini on top. Detweiler working the bottom. One of the first guys to go to the bottom right now. Realize that it's not working really good. Cody in that 3rd spot. Banana Hanna in the 4th. All unofficial, 7 laps to go. Mancini staying on top, did a great drive last night, got into the wall. Here comes Detweiler on the inside, got him inside. He had no room but to get in and tuck back behind Mancini. Mancini had to lift or he was going to hit Darren coming off the wall. So Mancini backs to second, Detweiler in the lead. Hanna and Cody battling out for the 3rd and 4th spot. These guys shouldn't battle too much. They got a very comfortable 3rd and 4th position for the final. If one of the guys spins out or crash, they're going to lose their spot in the final. They're going to have to go through the alphabet soups of the B main or C main possibility. So right now, Cody Kemhig is now in that 3rd spot. Hannah in that 4th. Kyming now number 27. Still staying at the bottom. Looks like he has number 2 on his wing. It's actually 27. Alex Hanna right there in that 4th spot, trying to get down to the bottom, trying to see if it's working. There's nobody else on the track. They're farther back about a half a lap. So the final lap's coming around. Coming out of 4 for the checkered flag. And your running order is going to be Detweiler, Mancini, Kymig, and Hanna to the top 4. McDonald, Gerwitz, Stone, Bill Ross, and Thompson is going to the B main event. So they've already gridded up. There's going to be no C. There's going to be a B main event. There's going to be 19 cars, 12 laps. This is going to be exciting. 21, 22, 12. So they probably should take maybe the top, I'm thinking probably the top 4, top 6, maybe 8. I'm thinking top 4, top 6. They don't tell me. iRacing switches around all the time, but they're going to probably take minimum the top 4, possibly a little more. Just depends. 19. Nope. 19. 24. Yeah, they're going to take probably 8. 8. I figured it out. 8 it is. So I'm sorry to get confusing. They don't tell me how they take it or anything, so I'm stuck kind of guessing what iRacing's going to do. So we're going to get in the B main event, 12 laps, gridding up row number 1, number 4, Andrew Holmes. Brian Kozak in the 2nd spot, number 24. 2nd row inside, number 35, Byron McDonald. In the 4th spot, Daniel Vaught, number 25. 3rd row inside, Jason Kratke in number 911. In the 6th spot outside of row number 3, Aaron Gerwitz, 199. 4th row, number 11, Caleb Harmon. In the 8th spot, William Syme, number 304. In the 5th row inside, number 88, Clint Stone. In the 10th spot, in the 5th row outside, Darren Kaufman, number 6. 6th row, Timothy Brantley, number 02. In the 12th spot outside row number 6, Ethan Bill, number 14. 7th row inside, Randy Shreves, number 56. In the 14th spot, Tyler Matheny, number 22. 8th row inside, Adam Ross, number 29. 16th, number 83, Chance Crum. 9th row inside, Justin Brister, 99. 18th spot, number 90, James Thompson. And the 10th row, Dustin Sargent. We're going racing. Charlie Sheen throws the flag already. We're going green flag action here at Fairbury Speedway. We got a crash already. That looks like Kozak up in the wall, the white car. They probably will throw the yellow. I'm not sure. They usually do in a big melee like this, but they're not. They're going to keep it green. He must have bounced off the wall, kept it going. Here they come down for 1 lap. It looks like Holmes now is your early leader, unofficial, because I believe the computer had spit something back out. So we're going to have to keep our eye on that. So it's Holmes, McDonald, Syme in the 2nd spot now. Let's go back to Symes. Holmes has got a very commanding lead. We're going to go back to our 2nd and 3rd spot. Syme on the outside in the 304 in that beautiful yellow and black. In the pink and white and green lettering is Byron McDonald. He's in the 3rd spot, followed by Daniel Vaught and Aaron Gurewitz right there. There's the battle right there for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Oh, and they got a car loose. That looks like it was Stone that got a little bit loose. Matheny gets up there. Now another car hits the wall. He's going to go back a few more spots. That's McDonald hitting the wall. They keep it green with 6 laps to go. Holmes is your leader. Seaman 2nd, followed by Chance Crum in the black and red. Aaron Gurewitz right now in that orange and buffalo wing, number 199, that yellow and black one, followed up on top, number 88 in the green and black, hits the wall. That's Stone. And now Tyler Matheny goes underneath him. That would be your, I would say, camouflage car. in number 11. So here we got Caleb Harmon now starting to go up the food chain. It looks like it's camouflage. Yeah, it's camouflage. Coming up now on the back straightaway. 3 laps to go. Holmes has still got a very commanding lead for a very short time. He just got ran down by Syme and Crum. 2 laps to go. Holmes is working the bottom. Syme is working the top. Syme goes around him on the outside. Holmes stays on the bottom. Now he goes up to the middle a little bit. Here comes Chance Crum on the outside. Crumbs now is looking to go around Holmes on the outside. This is the final laps. Will William Syme hold on to the win? And he does. The running order is going to be Syme with the win. William 304. Andrew Holmes second. Number 4. Gerwitz third. Crum 4th. Stone 5th. Shreve 6th. Cracking 7th. And Harmon 8th, making the show. That's going to be going to the A-Main final. So right now, these drivers are going to have 2 minutes of warm-up. They're going to get on the track. They're going to change their setup. The track is drying out very, very much right now. There's not much room for error, but I'm still thinking that they're still the bottom. A lot of people haven't done the bottom. We've had maybe 3 cars go to the bottom. We're going to take a pause here for a minute break, and we'll be right back. All right, 24 seconds on the master clock. It's Brickley up on top of the practice sessions. Greenwood in that second, Gray in the third, Mancini in the fourth. Little bit of computer difficulty here. We've had problems with once in a while. All right, that's it. We're going racing A-Main final. Brickley with a 12.365 is the fastest lap in practice. This is going to be a 40-lap A-Main event. Yellows do count. Charlie Sheen will bring him down to the green flag. And we're going to start in row number 1. In the 04, Dustin Shreves. In the second spot, number 19, Wyatt Brown. In the second row inside, Darren Detweiler, number 3. Billy the Buckshot Brickley in the double aught in the 4th spot. Third row inside, number 43, Jake Greenwood. 6th spot outside of row 3, Robert Mancini, number 76. 4th row inside, Hayden Harvey, number 15. In the 8th spot, number 67, Miles Jansen. 5th row inside, number 27, Cody Kaimeg. In the 10th spot, Rylan Gray, number 06. In the 6th spot, number 922, Brandon Kerstetter. In the 12th spot, number 97, outside of row 6, Alex Hanna. In the 7th row inside, number 304, William Syme. In the 14th spot, Andrew Holmes, number 4. 8th spot inside, number 83, Chance Crum. In the 16th spot outside of row number 8, number 11, Caleb Harmon. In the 9th row inside, number 199, Aaron Gerwitz. In the 18th spot, number 88, Clint Stone. 10th row, Tyler Matheny, number 22. In the 20th spot, number 56, Randy Shreves. 11th row inside, Daniel Vaught, number 25. 22nd spot, Justin Brister, 99. In the 12th row, in the 23rd spot, number 911, Jason Kratke. In the 24th spot, in the 02, Timothy Brantley. This is going to be an exciting show. 24 cars on the bull ring. We're going to be coming down to the green flag this time around. Charlie Sheen's got the flag, got a drink in one hand. Here they come. Shreve's on the inside, Brown on the outside. Shreve gets one hell of a jump, gets about a 2-car length lead. That's going to help him. The green flag comes out. It's Brown, Detweiler, and Brickley. It looks like Brickley and Detweiler got into it a little bit. They have slowed the pack down right now. So Shreves has got a nice little 2-car length lead on Wyatt Brown in the second spot. Greenwood in the third, Brickley in the fourth. There's your first and second. Got a car crashed already coming out of 4. Everybody's working high. Let's go back in the pack, see if anybody's on the bottom yet. Well, they got Detweiler on the bottom a little bit right now. Harvey on the bottom. There's a couple guys, but they're still not totally on the bottom. There's Hannah in the UDSS flag, number 97, working the middle. We're going to go back up on, oh, we got a pile up right there in turn number 2, I believe, and it stays green. Oh, there it goes. I say, wow, that was one hell of a crash not to have a yellow. There starts the crash right there. Couple cars, number 76 getting into it. 383, just a major pileup. Wow, 5-car pileup. So we're going to come back down. 2 laps usually throw yellows out because the pace truck usually takes 2 laps. They should be coming around for the green. Dustin Shreves on the pole. He can fire anytime he likes. No more Charlie Sheen throw the green. He throws the green, but it's only on the starter because the pole sitter could pull and fire. And there he goes up on top. Greenwood Brown. Looks like someone's working the bottom right now. That could be Brown on the bottom. Greenwood on top right behind Shreves. The Brown is in the third spot. Harvey now working the bottom. Now Greenwood goes to the bottom. Let's see if we can get our cameras on Greenwood working the bottom right now. See if he stays there. Yes, he is. The 43 staying there. The butt shot double aught is working now on Dustin Shreves. They're already heading in traffic already, race fans. 2 laps and they're in traffic already. That shows you how small this track is. The buckshot up on top. Shreves now is trying to work the top, but he got slid out from underneath him. Harvey in that third spot. 76 gets a spin. That's going to put him. That was a lap car. That was Robert Mancini that started in about the 3rd row. It's still 12 laps down. 28 laps to go. It's the buckshot Billy Brickley right now in the white car, the black wing. We got a crash right behind him. I don't know if they're going to throw the yellow. Now we got another crash on the straightaway. The yellow flag comes out. I told you, race fans, this is going to be exciting. It's not a crap show. A lot of people call this a crap show, but they use the SHIT word, which I won't use. But this track is just a bull ring. It's just really, really hard to pass and get the speeds up because of just how dry the track is. These 305s don't have a whole lot of power. There's a lot of variables in this. Let's see if we can see the crash coming out right now. Yeah, it just got loose. If you look like it just got loose right here. The car already got loose right there. And then it just caused a 2 or 3 car pile up and caused Caleb Harmon to back up some spots too. So, you know, tough luck for these drivers. I guess starting in the back is not... The worst thing is, I guess you could, if there's a lot of crashes, you can get mixed up in it. But the good thing is the track is so small that a lot of crashes could move you up the food chain if you pass 2 cars at a time, because there's going to be plenty of yellows. The pace truck is off. 16 laps down. 24 to go. The buckshot's going to lead him off turn 4. He's going to fire anytime. The buckshot now is taking a lead. Got a 2-car length lead right now. On the bottom is Harvey. Greenwood up on top. Greenwood into the wall. I don't know if Harvey pushed him up on accident. Harvey got pushed up a little bit. Greenwood got in the wall. He's backing from 3rd now to 6th, but he's going to jump back up there because Greenwood knows how to get back in that seat, buckle up, and pull the throttle and just stay full wood. He's done it before. It won't be the last either. And now you got the Buckshot all by himself, got about a 6-car length lead. That can also be taken away as soon as the next yellow flag comes out, and I'm sure the Buckshot does not want to see that. Ryland Gray in the second spot, Greenwood in third, Greenwood going to the bottom, Gray staying up on top. Greenwood now sticks to the bottom, tries to get into the moisture, does a good job staying side by side. Usually you lose a spot. He's in the slippery stuff, the ice stuff. That's going to make him lose a position like it just did. You don't want to get on that slick stuff. It will definitely go backwards. These are little 305 engines. There's not a lot of power in them. So you're not going to pull yourself out real quick. Wyatt Brown in the third spot in that SM car in the black and red white car. That is your third place car. Brandon Kerstetter now in the fourth spot. He's starting to get blinded a little bit by the dust in the SPC car, the 922, the black and white. That is your fifth place car, Kerstetter. Mike Jensen now, Miles Jensen in that white, black, and red. Working the bottom now is Daniel Vaught in that black car. Here comes Alex Hanna, number 97. Randy Shreves in the 56 with the UDSS symbol on the top of his wing, the blue 56, working the bottom, trying to get underneath Miles Jansen. Doesn't have enough run on it, can't get in the moisture, slides up a little too much. Jansen stays in high, Shreves stays in the middle. Here comes Daniel Vaught in the 25 car, working the bottom, staying the bottom. Shreves now pushes Jansen up just a little bit. Jansen staying in the middle. Shreves gets up there, doesn't touch him, pulls it sideways a little more so it doesn't hit him. And that was a great driving by Randy Shreves, not hitting him, throwing a slider that went bad. So Shreves had to back up a couple positions right now. Let's go back to the Buckshot, see how big his lead is. Right now the Buckshot has got a lead that's about, I'd have to say about half a second on this short little track. Because Wyatt Brown is right there. It's accumulated to 1.6 seconds now. That's your second place car. Your leader's right now going in to the out of 4. And your second place car is coming out of 4 now. So he's Buckshot's got a full straightaway lead right now. The double lot in a brand new paint job. Got it painted yesterday. Never see him in white. Always black and red. But it got a beautiful, simple, clean paint job. He said it's bad luck, but he's maybe podium last night. He's going to maybe win it tonight. But you know what? It's not over until the fat lady sing, and I don't hear her singing just yet. So Wyatt Brown is still sitting second by himself. Greenwood in the third. Shreves in the fourth. Gray in the fifth. Top 3. Right there's 3, 4, 5, 43, 27, 56. That's your third, fourth, and fifth place right there, battling it out. Shreves in the middle. Greenwood up on top. Shreves in the middle. Greenwood on top. And Gray on the bottom. So you got 3 abreast right now going down the straightaway, running different lines. Shortest way is around the bottom, but again, it's not the most probably positive. Oh, and there goes Gray hitting the wall, or actually he hit the tire barrier, and those are big tractor tires that weigh 600 pounds. They're not going to move, so that could maybe hurt him a little bit. We're going to have to go back and see who actually hit that tire and caused him to go back a few spots. So it's the Buckshot in heavy traffic right now. 7 laps to go. Buckshot's got a full straightaway and some changed lead. Buckshot, what's he going to do? Is he going to work the bottom? He's going to stay on top. He's right now trying to get around the 04 car. And that is Andrew Holmes. And it's going to be right now, and there goes the Buckshot to the bottom. He says this is, I think, the safest way around right now. Buckshot staying in the bottom, staying in the middle. Brown still sitting back a full straightaway. This is all up to Buckshot, how he's going to get through traffic, and you know how traffic is. It's not the most easiest thing, but your leader's coming up. There's no mirrors, there's no radios. The Buckshot is just trying to play it safe. I'm sure he looks around when he throws it sideways. He can see Brown coming off a corner. He's got a very big lead. It's still Greenwood and Shreves right now for that third and fourth spot. Greenwood's got a comfortable third. Shreves in the fourth. Got back about 4 car lengths. Harvey sitting back about 6 or 8 car lengths now. Kerstetter's right behind him, followed by Hanna. So the battle's 5th, 6th, and 7th right there. 2 laps to go. It's the Buckshot Brickley up on top. All by himself, still hitting some heavy traffic. This is the final lap. He doesn't have to pass anybody. He's just got to be smart. Here he comes down to the checkered flag. And your running order is going to finish with the Buckshot Billy Brickley, Wyatt Brown in the second, Jake Greenwood third, Randy Shreesh fourth, and Hayden Harvey in the fifth spot. Wow, what a race here at Fairbury. 40 laps. I believe there was 7 yellows. But there's nothing much you can do. Top 3 cars. Stick around, race fans. We're going to interview the drivers and see what they have to say about tonight's racing action with the 305 Gold. We'd like to thank our sponsors for United Dirt Sim Series and Pushing the Cushion Production, Design Metal Arts, Jessup Logistics, Pushing the Cushion Productions, Works Graphics, Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, and Speed World Hobby, and Go Yet Trucking. So let's see if we can drag our third place car up here, and it's going to be Jake Greenwood. Alrighty, Jake, we're going to Jake. Jake, this is Billy up in the tower. Do you have your Discord on?
Yes, I do.
Hey, what a race, buddy. I mean, congratulations. That was a nutritional race. I mean, I hope you had a lot of liquids in. There's a lot of dust, a lot of crashing, banging, a lot of loose conditions. You hit the wall a couple times. I think it was Harvey that got into you or off the wall, or just it was just a slider move or just a dry move. I'm not blaming anybody, but you got in the wall. You got pushed up there a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess that's just the way this track is, and it is tough. It's probably one of the toughest tracks here in iRacing, and I'm happy to just at least survive the race.
Yeah, it was enough yellows. I was telling the race fans that you were going to come back. You weren't going to stay back there. Plus, I said sometimes this track, it's sad to say, but sometimes going to the back with getting the yellows out is not so bad, as long as you're passing 2 cars under yellow or 3 cars before the yellow, because there's no if you go single file, it knows to tell you're almost a lap down. Am I right?
Yeah, it's definitely really small, and for single file restarts, like you said, it's tough to definitely come from the back. Glad I didn't have to do that, and I mean, I'll take a third, but it was a little rough there at the start. We got into lap traffic right away, and we're trying to race. We're all pretty close there. Well, there's still quite a bit of moisture there on the track, and man, I'm not sure what happened. For a minute there, I thought I might be in the lead, and then finally a yellow came out and let us know where we're at.
Yeah, there were so many cars and there was back traffic in there. I mean, you've done really well this year in the gold. I mean, you got I think 3 wins. Your average start is like 5th spot. Your average finish is like 3rd, and then you finished 3rd tonight, so your average finish is going to be 3rd again. And you're 4th place in points. I don't race for points, and I don't know if you do either, but I doubt it. But how was the car? You went to the bottom a few times, and it looked good and it worked, but you couldn't really slide the car too much because the traffic was there, so you got stuck in the middle where it's slick. But you did try it several times to try to get by a car, didn't you?
Yeah, you pretty much. It was kind of a desperation move. I wasn't really expecting to pass the car and clear them or anybody, but just maybe slow them down and maybe catch a mistake or something. And unfortunately, I didn't get that to happen there at the beginning because of all the moisture there. It's pretty much a 1-lane track, one way or another. If you're going to run the bottom, you have to definitely gear it for that and set the car up for it. And if you do that, then you're going to be really slow up top, it seems like. So kind of got to just pick where you're going to drive the whole race and stick with it.
Yeah, well, it was a great run. You've really done good in the 305s. I know you're going to run the. Are you going to run the for the race fans? Are you going to run the 360s coming up here in about 15 minutes?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a try. Hopefully have a little bit better luck there than I did in the 410s last night, and see what we can do.
410s were rough last night, but hey, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. Let the race fans know who you'd like to thank and your sponsors, please.
Definitely Works Graphics for the awesome car. I get to go jump in here in a minute, and definitely Design Metal Art, the Most Wanted guys, always for being able to decide what we're going to do on setups. Sometimes I'm in the wrong, and somebody else has a better idea, and it's like, oh, hey, yeah, let's do that. And so it's always nice to have those guys for sure, and definitely you guys for doing what you guys do for the broadcast. I think this is really awesome, and it's been a really awesome first year. I know we got one more week left here in the 305s. Excited for that, and then see what we can do next season as well.
Well, congratulations. I know you didn't have much of a nickname, but so far I got the nickname with you. I got you called the Comeback Kid. So I don't know if you're going to like it or not, but right now it's going to stick with you for a little bit. But we'd like to thank you, Jake. Jake Greenwood, third place from Woodworth, Iowa. Congratulations, Jakes, and thank you for interviewing us.
Hey, thank you.
See you,
Hope,
buddy.
hope to talk to you later.
Alrighty. See you, Jake. All right, that was Jake Greenwood. We're going to see if I get our second place car in here, Wyatt Brown. I don't know if I could find Wyatt. It doesn't look like he has a Discord, so he's going to lose out on an exciting interview from me. How exciting. You lose an interview on me? Come on now. Well, Wyatt Brown got a second place finish, ran a really good race. He ran the bottom, he ran the top. So congratulations to Wyatt. I hope to get you in Discord so we can do an interview. And thank you very much. We're going to go to our winner now. We're going to bring our winner in here. And it's going to be the Buckshot Billy Brickley. And hey, Billy, this is Billy Idle up in the tower. You got your Discord on?
I gotcha.
Woo! What a race, man! All I can say is I must have taught you something today. You brought me to a couple tracks to get me kind of used to the slick conditions because I can't drive with hell. But I got a little better, not a whole lot, trust me. But you ran with me and tried to teach me. Did any of that make play a factor in this victory by running the slick with me?
I don't know. It might have. I'm just glad we finally got a track that I could run the high side on. That was the main thing. We've been having all these bottom feeder tracks. Finally got a track where it's just up on high side. So that was what I needed. I finally got it. We were able to. I think we walked away from that one a little bit there. It seemed like.
Yeah, no, you ran good. You ran the high side. You started getting in some traffic. You had a little melee, I think, on the first lap or first three laps. I think it was the first two, 3 laps. You got in a little melee. Was it somebody bounced off the wall or what happened there?
I think White got a little loose. I tried to avoid it, and when you do that here, everybody runs you over, and I got into dare, and I wasn't trying to get into him, and then I think Jake ran us over too, and it was definitely wild, that's for sure.
Well, you got to run the top. You ran good. You knew the cushion was there. You know it's going to narrow out. Captain Morgan just got to me. You know that it was going to wear out a little bit, but you like running the top. You like full wood. You don't like the bottom feeder, but I know that you do sliders. When you started running the top and it started getting narrow, and then you did go to the bottom at the last couple laps just to try it to get a slider to get away from traffic. You were in traffic. Were you starting to get worried because you were starting to come up on 5, 6, 7 cars like within the next half lap?
Yeah, there was a few guys that wrecked in front of me, and I was just like, oh man, I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna be in trouble here now. I managed to avoid everything. There was one guy I thought for sure I had him, and then he managed to stay just high enough. I was able to get by, but lap traffic was scary. But I didn't want to yellow either because I didn't know if I had enough to hold off everybody from behind me. I was dedicated to the top, and you know how it goes. If somebody finds that bottom out, they might beat me on it. But
yeah, why?
I was glad it stayed as green as it did there at the end.
Well, you had about I know you were up against the wall, and I know you can see off the left side. The wing's a little higher, the sail's a little higher on the left side, and you were going into turn 1, or you were going into turn 3. You could look back and you saw Wyatt Brown. You had a full straightaway on him. But I know some of you racers in the sprint cars, you can hear the noise and the vibrations and all that from people around you. But I know that was all more or less back traffic, so you really probably didn't know where he was unless you could see off the corner of your eye because you had a full straightaway on him. On the setup that you changed, did you know it was going to dry out? Did you change it after the heat race, or did you kind of leave it alone?
No, I don't touch these 305s. They're kind of all just the same. So I just put fuel in it and ran it. That's the way I run my 305 stuff. Whatever I run for qualifying is the same when I run the feature. It's always seemed to work for me, but I don't know if it's the right thing. Maybe we got a little more speed in it. I'm not sure, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's what I go with, anyways.
Well, you didn't have to fix it because it definitely wasn't broke. You're leading in points with 613. You got Darren Detweiler and Shreves behind you. The fourth, you got 4 wins this year. This makes your 5. So the points structure is, there's still only like maybe 60 points behind you with a couple throwouts. So you still got a good lead. I think this is going to be what's next race is the last race. So
Last race.
yeah, so anything can happen. I don't know if you have it locked up. I don't do the point structure, but congratulations
It'll
on
be
your
close.
win. You got your 360. You got your gals. I know you have an all-woman team. Are they pushing the car out of the trailer, or has it already been out and they're just buffing it?
I'm loading it up as we speak right now. We're getting ready to put a setup in it and fire it up. But yeah, it's hopefully have a little bit better luck than 410. 410 I was actually pretty decent. I think I ran 5th final night. So
Yeah, but that was that was
that
that
wasn't
was
bad.
cra-
But
that was crazy. Anybody in the top 10 last night in the 410s was succeeded into a successful night.
yeah, I had nothing for Shell. I mean, Shell's unstoppable right now, which is another thing. We got the bounty going for him next week. We've made that official finally. So we're putting a bounty out on Shell like they put on me. So if anybody beats him next week, I think it's another $20 or something like that. I have to get the details on it, but that'd be cool. So hopefully we can get somebody in here to come beat him because since
Yeah,
he's came in, he hasn't lost yet.
no, he's 4 for 4. He's on a rail. I mean, you're talking about a pro driver that United Dirt Sim Series brings upon, and all the top drivers that come in, including yourself with them. You're one of them. So it's nice to see all the really fast cats around sim racing in the world come out and race with the United Dirt Sim Series. But congratulations. Go get your 360 ready, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Billy. Wyatt is in here now, so you can pull him up and talk
Okay.
to him. We finally got him hooked in.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
All
thank
right,
you.
that's Billy Brickley, your winner for tonight's action from, let's see, I think he's from Watauga, Illinois. The Buckshot, Sofa King Fast Sim Sport Racing Team, the Double Odd. Let's get our second place finisher here. Let's see, they finally got him in, so they put him on Discord. Um, Wyatt, this is Billy up in the tower live streaming on YouTube. You got your Discord on?
Yes, I do.
Hey, congratulations on the second place finish. Got a little bit hairy out there, a little loose. You were trying the top, trying the bottom. How'd you feel out there? Running and getting in traffic and stuff like that. Did you have much of a problem through traffic since the racing line was so narrow?
Well, it was pretty narrow. We were okay there about mid race. Start of the race, we were garbage. Car came around to us about mid race, and got to be pretty good there at the end. Once we got in the lap traffic, we were able to pick them off a little bit, create a nice little gap, get in our comfort zone, get in the rhythm. But overall, it was okay. Just no catching Billy out front. He's fast week in week out. So
Yeah, that seems to be what it is. I mean, honestly, I mean, being such a little track, and you got with 7 laps to go, or 9 laps to go, or 11 laps to go, and you got the pole, and you could fire at any time. There's definitely an advantage to the firing when he gets to fire. So when you start getting a 2-3 lap lead, and then like you were nose to tail with him for a little bit towards the end until that last. Green flag, but it really wasn't your doing because you guys hit traffic like in 2.5 laps. You guys got into traffic, and that's where the melee kind of slowed things down a little bit. Do you agree?
yeah, I agree with that a lot. That's the biggest thing here is with the lappers. I mean, Knoxville, Eldora, you get enough room to spread out. Where here, as soon as you fire, it seems like you're right back on the lappers. So it makes it fun, makes it interesting.
Do you run Fairbury a lot?
For the most part, yeah, I'll hop in just about any race I see, if whether it's in hosted or official, um, through iRacing. But it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, it's exciting. The bottom had a lot of moisture. First time I really didn't see a lot of cars going to the bottom, but in general, we're talking about 305s too. You didn't have enough power unless you geared for it. On your setup, did you know the track was going to dry out? Did you change it a little bit, or did you gear for the top and didn't worry about even thinking about going to the bottom because you've been here before?
I had rolled the idea around about going to the bottom, and we had kind of played with it there at the start of the night during practice. Played with it, trying to get something to where it just wasn't so doggish off the bottom. Um, but the top it's always so much more dominant here at Fairbury. Unless you're unless you're in a 410 or a 360, it's kind of pointless to go to the bottom, whether it be a street stock or a 305. The preferred line's the top, so you just kind of make do with the slick and find something that works, whether you have to pedal it or yank the wing back, whatever.
But it definitely does get dangerous against that wall. You got those two openings, and if you hit them or you hit the wall hard enough, it definitely will put you on the hook for the night. But you're running up there, and your cushion's only 6-7 inches, 12 inches max. I mean, so you are riding the wall, and it's kind of like a risk and reward deal. Don't you agree?
Oh yes, I agree 100%. Yeah, I've had my fair shares of climbing the wall and smoking the fence. And yeah, I've had my fair shares, especially this week.
Well, we're live streaming with the race fans. We thank you for coming. I think I've done a race or two with you in the race. We haven't really got the interview totally before, but just tell me a little bit about your age and what state you're from, and thank your sponsors and your friends, your wives, your girlfriends, your family, whatever you like to do. The mic's yours.
Well, thank you. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Chico, California. I run big sprint cars, 360 sprint cars out here on the West Coast in real life.
Well, damn.
We got
That's who you. That's why I know. That's why I knew your voice. That's why I know your name. I live in Roseville. I'm from Roseville.
Okay.
So I'm going.
Okay.
I know this name, but now you know what? There's so many names out there that blah blah blah. So that's cool. You're a hometown boy. There's a couple of you, and it's great to hear. But no, go ahead. Thank your sponsor. I had to put that out there, man. You're not far from me at all.
Oh yeah. No worries. Yeah, I'm the one that's normally filling the B main. That'd be me.
It's all right. Nothing's wrong with that.
Oh no, nothing at all. Just happy I'm not in the sea.
That's right.
I got to thank Green to Checkered Racing, Head Brown Trucking, Nick's iRacing Photos, FRC, More Landscape and Maintenance, Mist Web Designs, Old Man Graphics, UDTV. They've been becoming a part of this Green to Checkered team has been a lot of fun the last couple months. So we've been able to really get along well and win quite a few races recently, so it's been fun. Gotta thank Danielle Hansen. She lets me do this stuff in the evenings after dinner, so and for letting me put it in their living room and put up with my yelling when I get into somebody or anything like that. So.
That's right on. Well, you get to get her, tell her to watch the stream, watch the play review, watch you race, watch you get excited, do the interview. You thanked her. That's good enough for a big hug and a kiss. But hope to see you, man. We'll come out there. I don't know if you're local. You go to Amy and Hobbies. We race a lot of dirt oval stuff. So hopefully.
I love Amy and Hobby. That's just about my biggest place.
Oh, that's awesome.
Got the whole fleet of RC cars in the garage ready to rip. So.
That's awesome, man. Because 2004, I was the chief director for the Worlds, Off-Road Worlds, but we go there. I've gone there only a couple times in the last year for the dirt oval stuff. We run dirt oval up here, but hey, congratulations. I definitely will come out and we'll definitely hook up and meet each other. Congratulations on your second place finish, and I hope, are you going to run the 360s coming up?
I'm going to try to.
All right, I'll let you go get your car unloaded, do what you got to do, and congratulations, and thank you for a great ride in second place.
Yeah, thank you.
See ya. All right, that's Wyatt Brown from Chico, California. Finishing second place. We're going to get into 360s. We'll be starting here, and we'll go live streaming in about 10 minutes. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Live stream race fans. Remember, coronavirus, be safe. Love your loved ones, love your friends. Help anybody out that you can, that you know. If you don't know and you want to help someone out, help them out. Let's just be thankful that we have iRacing and where our health is good so far. We never know. I mean, people do crazy things and it could cause a melee into us getting sick or our deaths or family deaths. So everybody just stay safe, sit back, get yourself some drinks, get yourself some food. We got 360s coming up here at Fairbury in about 10-15 minutes. I'll get it connected. Thank you for streaming with us, race fans. Good night. Peace out. Love you all. This is Billy Idol saying good night.